Hello, I'm about to demonstrate a new app that I've created. It's called the Canadian Census Citation Creator, and it's used to make citations if you're accessing censuses directly from the Library and Archives Canada website. There's a link right at the top of the app, so it'll take you right to the main censuses page of the Library and Archives Canada. So if you're doing Canadian research and you have some census in any of these years here, you can use this to generate citations. I'm going to generate a citation for Mary Agnes McElroy. I have her basic information, her birth, marriage, and her death, but I don't have any of the years of her, the times that she appeared in the census. So I'm going to correct that right now by putting in her 1921 census. So first we're going to go to and find that. So I'm going to search through the Library and Archives Canada census, find 1921 census, and it turns out I know exactly how to find her really quickly. So I'm going to click Search Database, and I need to be a little more patient for it to load the search page. And I happen to know that she is listed, her last name is spelled wrong. It's only got one R in it in the census, but it really should have two. And given name is Mary, and she's 55 years old, living in Ontario, and she's the only one with that particular combination. So this should pop up the results really quickly for me, which is of course uncharacteristic doing a search on a census, but here we are. And then I'm going to go to the item number. So if you click on that, it actually gives you a lot of the details that are on the record itself. To view the actual image of the census page, there's a JPEG link as well as a PDF link, and you might want to do that. Well, you will want to do that to verify the information, of course, but I know that this is the record that I want. So let's flip back over to the app so we can see how this works. So basically, once you've found the record that you want to make a citation for and then use in your Wikitree profile, you only need to fill in two pieces of information in the app, and then the rest of it will automatically compile for you. So the first piece is the URL. So we have to go up to the URL line. So let me just drag this down here. Let's see. And you just copy the URL line from the top. And a shortcut, Command L or Control L, will actually copy that for you, or at least put your cursor up on the command line. And then we put that here in the record URL. So it looks like this. It starts with the Library and Archives Canada from the Government of Canada CA website. It'll have some item ID at the end. Probably will have the year in the middle of it there. So that's what you're looking for. Then the next thing you have to do is you actually have to copy all of the text on this page. Because what it does is the app just parses the information, uses what it wants, and ignores the rest. And the easiest way that is to highlight everything at once. So you put your cursor in the middle of the page, click, then you do a Command A on a Mac or Control A on a Windows machine, or on an iPad you can do right click. You can press and hold, and then choose Select All to select all the text. All of those things will work. And then you need to copy it. So again, using keyboard shortcuts, you can do Command C, which I just clicked there. I don't know if you heard that click or not, on my Mac, or Control C on a Windows machine, or again on an iPad or mobile device, probably a long press, and then choose Copy. Often, if you've done a Select All text, then Copy is one of the options that appears right away. So then we go back to the app page. Put your cursor in that second text box, then paste it, which is again Control V or Command V or long press paste, however it works. And then you need to move your cursor out of that field. So I just usually hit the tab, or you can just click somewhere else. And then what you'll see is it automatically fills in information that it's found from that page. Now, in this one, remember I said at the first that her last name is actually spelled with 2 R's. So I'm going to put in the correction for her name. And I'll just put the correction here. These fields I usually leave as is because that's the data that was transcribed, so that you can, when you're going back, you can see what it was there. Now, you don't have to fill out anything here. You can leave that empty, and the first time I will leave that empty. And then we can compile this citation. Now there are some options here. Oh, looks like I completed one. That's interesting. So the simple citation just gives you a ref tag, ref. Okay. The named one, which is the one I usually use and the one I've set as the default, gives you a specific name for the tag for the census, and that is so you can refer to different one. You can refer to it over again later on in your bio if you need to. If you prefer your references to go at the bottom in the sources citation and not to be inline, then you can choose no ref tags, and then that's what you'll get. Okay, I'm going to go back to the ref tag, the named ref, and then copy that citation. Click copy, and then a pop-up will show up and say, "Oh, it's been copied." Okay. And now it's copied to my clipboard, and then I flip over to Wikitree, go into edit mode, and say, okay, here she is. There, okay, she was married in 1895. She passed away in 1829. So obviously, here in 1921, Mary Agnes was living with her husband and family. And family in Parkdale, which is a neighborhood in Toronto, Ontario. And then I'm just going to paste that reference. And there it is. And if we go to preview mode, you can see there's my sentence describing it, there's the link, and there is the citation. And it has a link to the information page, and it actually has a link directly to the census page itself. Okay, and if we click on that and then open, I used control click to and command click to open a new page. You can actually go down and you can see there it is. There's Mary Gary and her husband Mert and their children Patrick, Anna, John, James, and Mary Loretta. Okay. So there you go. Now let's go back and just look at this bonus section. So in the bonus section, one of the things you might want to do is to add some information about the household members. That isn't scraped automatically because it's not actually added in the census page. So the household members number aren't listed here. So the app can't grab that. But if you're looking at the actual census data, then you can transcribe it quickly, add it to the citation, and then it is there in the citation for your use. So I have done that already for Mertag's citation. So I'm just going to let me have a look over here, and I'm going to grab that citation, that information. I'm copying it from there. I'm cheating, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay, and I'm going to put it there. And the again, line numbers is optional, but it's helpful. I'm going to put, because this whole household is on lines 42 to 48, so that gives you a hint there. And then for the final note, you can put anything additional that shows up in the census record that wasn't transcribed that you might want to make note of. So I'm going to make a note that Mary's brother-in-law Patrick, Mert's young brother, is living with them. Okay, Patrick, brother of Merta, living with them in 1921 after the passing of his wife. Yes, okay, so now I'm going to recompile this citation. I'm going to use a simple reference this time. And there we go. And I'm going to copy that. We're going to paste that in. And I'm actually going to paste it right after the next one so that we can see the two side by each. There we go. And when I hit preview, there we go. So the sentence didn't change because I didn't change the bio line, but if I go down here, you can see there, the two 1921 censuses. They start the same. They each have this one little line. Even without adding that household information, it grabs a little bit of information about Mary. But here, now you can see that after the name of Mary and the transcription error that is noted, it gives the household members on what lines they are and the details that I added, and then the extra information about Patrick living with them. And there you have it. So, then I guess I should finish off the job, shouldn't I? Say, okay, 1921 census info added. Click full save commit, and there we have it. Double census. Well, I guess that's a little redundant, but anyways, there you go. That's how to use the new Canadian Census Citation Creator. Enjoy.